Hello everyone, this is Crota giving you a shoutcast between Desis and Akisto here on Steps of War. Akisto now spawning over here on the top right hand corner as the blue Zerg player. Meanwhile, we have Desis spawning as the green Protoss player here on the bottom left hand corner. So it is a Terran free game with Zerg versus Protoss. Been trying to find some more of these matchups for you guys as I want to figure out what is really happening and try to figure out the other builds that are currently going on out there. Those of you guys who have donated, thank you very much. There are currently about 65 to 70 people who have donated so far, so your chances of winning the key is around 1 in 70, depending on how many other people finally do donate towards the end run. And I will hold the drawing on Tuesday, and you guys will find out most likely on Wednesday who the winner actually is. Taking a look at the base of Akisto going for that first Overlord, not going for a fast hatchery, getting saving up for a lot of drones. So those drones, in fact, gonna put him up a little bit ahead in terms of economy. 10 drones versus 9 probes. A little bit surprised by that, but maybe I shouldn't be, as the Chrono Boost most likely, yeah, Chrono Boost being used by Desis in order to speed build those probes. I guess I have a question in terms of shields on gateways. Is if a unit is attacking a gateway or a Protoss building as it's being built, do the shields stop regenerating? Because if that is the case, I could probably send over an SCV or two in terms of that proxy gateway build that I posted up against Juan the other day, and be able to take down that gateway. And I just realized, okay, I'm not going to say it, but hopefully the game doesn't lag too much. A single drone now moving around and a secondary pylon coming into play. Only a single gateway using that Zealot with that speed Chrono Boost in order to speed up the building of that Zealot. The Zealot normally taking 33 in order to build takes, if it builds 50% faster, that's a quarter, so it builds up, in 24? So yeah, the Zealot actually builds faster than a Marine. If you can imagine that, if the Zealot builds faster than a Marine in order to produce those units. Now a probe now coming out as well and dropping down another pylon, so 3 pylons in play currently. And one of the ideas that I had for Chrono Boost in order to limit the ranges, only allow Chrono Boost to be cast by buildings that are connected within the pylon matrix, the pylon energy matrix. So this particular nexus would be able to cast on this gateway, as it's within this, it's sharing the same energy matrix, and perhaps that way the game would be a little bit more balanced, as opposed to building gateways halfway across the map and being able to build a Zealot faster. In terms of scouting and taking down an early probe, I don't think it's really as easy as you think it is to have an SCV take down a probe. If you've watched any replays, wow, Desis is doing a very, very aggressive move right now with the early Nexus. Incoming is a Zergling, so those Zerglings going to probably try to take down that probe and then move over to take down that Nexus right there. Zealots now coming in order to try to push that attack back. But 400 minerals spent on an early Nexus, that is going to be a very, very difficult fight for Desis to really overcome, as we now have a very large army of Zerglings. Taking a look at the army size, it's 500 against 400, so a couple probes may have to come off the line. Now a Forge coming into play by Desis. Desis wants this Forge up in order to get some cannons, in order to try to even out this fight. Another Zealot now coming out with an additional Zealot with Chrono Boost on the way. We'll see if these 5 Zealots will be able to, in fact, take down this group of 10 Zerglings. Zerglings quickly coming in. Down goes that poor probe. Probe getting taken down, and I'm going to pause this game. Alright, here, unpausing the game. There we go, and once again those Zerglings now trying to move back away. 1 Zergling getting taken down, another 4 Zerglings staying over here. So we'll see how this really works out. Forge now in play. No, a cannon gonna be warped in by this probe. This probe trying to get this cannon into play, and those Zealots quickly, or those Zerglings quickly trying to come in, and now 4 Zerglings able to come into that backside. And perhaps those Zerglings are going to be coming in. So taking a look at this, is going to be a little bit of a split match right now, as those Zerglings are able to run in and perhaps try to take down some of those probes. Those Zerglings just running around, perhaps trying to mess up Desis just a little bit. Taking a look over here, no Zerglings there, and those Zerglings able to do some kills, taking down some of those Harvesters. Just taking down those Harvesters now, once again trying to pull back away. Probes trying to come, once again trying to re-engage, trying to take down more of those units. More probes getting destroyed though, and another Zergling. So 2 Zerglings being left behind. Zerglings trying to micro, trying to take down the last of those probes, and those probes and that whole entire harassment has been pretty much neutralized right there. Roach is now going to be moving out. So Roaches against Zealots. I do not see a single Cybernetics core anywhere. Cybernetics core finally being warped in. We'll see if that's in fact going to be enough. Photon Cannons dealing a full 20 damage, hitting air and ground. Poor Zergling getting taken down. And are those Roaches going to go after that cannon instead? Yeah, going after that cannon. Cannon down to 123, 60 hit points. 48, gonna get taken down. Focus down, it goes. Akisto now trying to move back. More Roaches coming in to rejoin in on this fight. Those Roaches really need to run to the back there, but those Roaches really microed very, very well. And with that 2 armor, able to deal a lot of damage. And now trying to take down this Forge, as once again those Zealots coming in to re-engage. Perhaps you should just try to take down this Pylon, as there's only a single Pylon in position right there. Now going after that single Forge. Zealots and Probes coming off the line. Probe's not going to be doing very much damage against those 2 armor Roaches, but still a little bit of a deterrent to really take down those units. And now more cannons being warped in as more Probes trying to come off the line to try to focus down these units. Another Zealot coming in. 4 Roaches against a single Zealot, a couple Probes, and a single cannon fighting back. Nice focus fire coming in, and now Zergling's coming in the swarm. So Akisto really making Desis pay in terms of this early expansion right here by getting a lot more units and just being able to outmass. Cannons trying to fight back against those Roaches. Roaches down to 29 hit points. And taking a look at the units over here, it's 25 Probes versus 14 drones. So Desis definitely with the army or the economy advantage, as long as those Probes continue to mine. Don't know why Akisto is not going after that Pylon. That Pylon is so much easier to take down than trying to take down 5 or 6 cannons at this point. Single Roach now trying to run back away down to 11 hit points, getting zapped occasionally, and now more Roaches coming in with a couple Zerglings as well. 3 Roaches, a couple Zerglings, but now there are 3 cannons. Once again, 1 cannon already getting back up to 25, 27 hit points at this point in the game. Now here comes in that cannon. Roach is going to quickly focus that down. Down it goes. More photon cannons, and now those Roaches just moving up to that high ground, and instead going after that single Zealot. The Zealot trying to focus down that 7 hit point Roach. And wow, 3 Roaches going to go ahead and be able to make it into the main base. Perhaps take down. Why is he not taking down this Pylon, but once again going after the gateways instead? Another Zealot popping back out, trying to take down another. Poor Roach getting focus fired by that single Zealot. That low hit point Roach. 2 Roaches now trying to fight off a single Zealot with a couple Probes in order to support. And just very well microed in this fight. As one Roach moves, the other stands to just try to deal more damage. Zergling's now coming in, and more Roaches trying to get up onto that high ground. And he's going to allow Desis to keep the expansion, but Roach is continuing to fight, trying to push in even further, and going to lose this gateway. The secondary gateway now being built, and Desis says GG. So, wow, great game by Akisto against Desis. I hope you guys like this very strong Zerg harassment. Zerg proving that they are in fact very capable of massing up a very large army in the early game. Those who say that, I think that's just one of the strengths of Zerg, the early game, being able to get those Roaches and those Zerglings out. Also, a very nice tactical move, not trying to push down here where there are in fact cannons, pushing up to that high ground. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. I hope you guys enjoyed the game.